Oh no no, get the power up, get the power up. Yes, die, 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 die. So you know the drill. We downloaded asset from the Unity asset store, create a 3D project named Sumo balls, import the asset from our package manager, open the scene, and we have this tower thing. If you press the play button, you can see white ball particles playing around the tower. Cool!
Yeah!
Time to create our player. Make a new 3D sphere, rename it to player, resize the player to fit our scene, and choose among the different texture from our asset. And I chose this one. Now to make our camera move along with our player, we're gonna add an empty object named focal point and make our camera the child of the focal point. Then we're gonna add some input codes. Now if you look at it, the camera is now moving with A and D keys. Now it's time to code our player's movements. And now our player is moving along with the camera. And of course, it wouldn't be a sumo game without an enemy. So make another 3D sphere and name it enemy and choose its texture from our assets.
Enemy spotted.
It's time to add basic AI to our enemy so that it will chase and attempt to push our player. And of course, we do it by smashing our keyboard. Let's play our game and we can see our enemy is now following us, then it kills itself.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
I also added a spawn manager to my enemy. This allows us for a random spawn location to our enemy and much more feature later on. As you can see, I instantiate my enemy's prefab, then added a new vector named random position for our spawn point, then added random values for X and Z using the random range function. But who cares anyway, let's test it out. So if we hit play, it now spawned on the right side instead of our front. So if we try that again and hit the play button, you can see now that the enemy spawned on another location.
Wow!
Now we add power-ups to our game. For the icon, I used the electricity icon and made it a little bigger. I also added a ring effect that indicates whenever our player has a power-up. And now it's time to code our power-up. Whenever a player gains a power-up, his push power becomes stronger, making enemies fly away. But of course, this wouldn't be completed without smashing our keyboard. So if we hit play, once we acquire that power-up and hit the enemy will fly far away out of the tower. Now we get to use loops in our game. We use loops to repeat the process over and over again within a certain condition. There are different kinds of loops. The while loop loops through a block of code as long as a specified condition is true. A for loop is a repetition control structure that allows you to efficiently write a loop that needs to execute a specific number of times. The do while loop is a variant of the while loop. This loop will execute the code block once before checking if the condition is true. Then it will repeat the loop as long as the condition is true.
Ain't nobody got time for that!
Using the for loop that we coded, we spawn the enemy 3 times and play it against our player. And then they all died. And all that's left is to add an enemy wave spawner and power-up spawner every start of the wave. And we're almost finished. And of course, we did all of this through code. Now all that's left to do is play the game. If you get the power up, we have powerful pushing power, and enemies add by 1 every end of wave. Now let's watch some gameplay footage from our game.
NANI?! お前はもう死んでいる。
That's it for our game. If you like the game, you can play it on your browser and I'll be putting the links down below. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And also follow me on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Cesner. I'm streaming there daily. Special thanks to the following. I would like to thank Shineth, my #1 supporter. I love you. Each and every one of you. Thank you for all your support. And I hope to see you guys again on my future videos. See ya!
Wave Beat Music.